up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, I know I've been gone for a while, but for real, first off, I kind of was like doing YouTube to like really take up a job, but now I'm about to just do YouTube for fun. I'm about to come up here when I feel like it. Really though, like it says I was on gone for a month, but thought it was longer. So yeah, I was really, because I was working at this job, Chipotle, and with I don't even play this anymore. I just have this in my hand. I just charge it up randomly. But with Chipotle, like y'all know, if you watch some of the story times, it was just a lot of crazy stuff. I really didn't like it. I had to get out. And I'm not knowing like I feel like this is why so many people try to do YouTube, which is why YouTube is so clogged. Because I feel like people really looking at YouTube as a way out. And it can be a way out for some people, but it's like, you gotta be passionate about it. And I'm cool with YouTube. Like, I'm not passionate about it, but it's not like I don't have the drive to make a video like every day or, just stuff like that. Because but yeah, it was just like so much crazy stuff. Like, I was starting to get like arguments. My days, some days I would get 3 days, some days 6, some days 5. It just wasn't stable enough. And I was just like, I was like, I thought if I posted on YouTube, blow up. But sometimes it's not even the time, really. Like, some of the stuff we be wanting, we really aren't ready for, or we really have to learn and experience more. And that's one thing I'm learning in life, just to like, of course, don't be comfortable. Like, me personally, like I want to be rich. No, not one. I'm going to be rich, but I'm not forcing it now. I'm not going to, get me wrong. I do save my money, don't spend that much, and I do go to work every day, but you know what I mean? Like, work money, that's like, but it's still something though. But like I was saying, what I really wanted to talk about though is, I forgot what I was going to talk about. I think I was going to talk about what I'm going to miss about being alone. What I like about being alone. Now, at first, I really didn't like being alone. I was alone in elementary school. Middle school is when I started getting friends. 13-ish, 14-ish. But so, like, ever since I was 13, I had friends. I always had friends, whether they were the champ kids, the popular kids, but I always had people around me. And then it turned into being, like, I was around all types of people. But I turned 17, 18-ish. And it was kind of starting to slow down. Now, 17, I moved to Baltimore, just starting to meet different people, all types of different people. And, I was just not really lonely like that. So then 17, 18 came, this girl came along. It's like once this girl came, we only knew each other for a week. And basically, after her, my social life, like, it was slowly starting to go down. Like, everybody was leaving my job. I was about to leave the job. Went to school, didn't really feel a connection with nobody except for like 3 or 4 people. Now, don't get me wrong, I was around people like first period or whatever, but you know how you're around people, but you don't feel like you're around people because you really can't relate or connect to them. Yeah, it was it's a journey, man. It's a journey. So basically, got out of high school. Now I'm like back in Baltimore. Couldn't really go out during the summer, so I was really just all alone in the house by myself. Nobody there. Not really going out much because my mom didn't really like. I was taking walks during the summer, during the start of the summer, but once the July end of June came, couldn't take walks anymore. My grandpa said it was dangerous. I can take walks now, thank goodness. But if I was 19, I couldn't take walks. I would have moved out. But no, I be at work every day. But and the thing is, I didn't have a job until August because my mindset was, and granted, like it is still possible for me to be like I am going to be an entrepreneur, but my mindset was I'm spiritual. You know, what was my theory? I was like 9 to 5 jobs are like they're stressful. But I'm a spiritual being, and I'm too, like I don't know. It was just something crazy. I think I was like, I'm not gonna work a job. I'm too basically just something like that. And it's like, granted, I'm not gonna lie. We shouldn't have to like work jobs, but we gotta be human. We gotta be realistic. Like you gotta pay for those groceries. Rent is due on the first. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't just like the universe ain't just gonna hand you money or give you money like just because you say 100 times. Like it's really a process, and that's really something I had to learn. But I was 18. I was young. I was watching just a lot of spiritual videos of like, you know. Now, granted, I know I am going to be successful, but and then even if if somebody just handed you $1 million or whatever, no, if somebody handed you $100 million and you didn't really have to do anything for it, you wouldn't appreciate it that much because you didn't have to put in no work for that. It was just handed to you. But like let's just say you're 34, 35, you had like a good amount of jobs, somebody hands you $1 million, you would appreciate it more because you don't have to work as hard. You've been through those jobs, you've been through crazy employees, crazy customers, so now you would appreciate it more. So, and that's just another thing. But yeah, so I didn't have a job. I wasn't really going to get one, but basically my mom thought I had too much free time, and just granted, like my mom just wanted me to grow into like my own person fully. So, she wanted me to get a job. She was really pressing me about it. So, got the job at Chipotle. Didn't really feel a connection there with nobody. So, I was really just still alone. I was working 5 days a week. I was around like people, but I didn't really talk to nobody there. So, like on break and stuff, just by myself. And I didn't like it at first. Like I used to be like, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Like I used to like talk to people here and there because I had another job too. But for mostly, I was really just day in, day out. Like if it was a slow day, the others would be talking. Even at my other job, like even if it was like a slow day, I really didn't talk to the boss like that. She was a that's another story. But yeah, I didn't really talk to any of the others there. Um it was this one girl I liked at the other job. She seemed kind of cool, but I don't know, man. Like, it's just weird. Like, I like to let people come to me because it's just like, because I feel like this. I feel like if I go and try to like start talks, or if I'm always the one talking or starting a conversation with somebody, how do I know if they really like me? Because it's like sometimes people are just nice. Like people don't all like if somebody really don't like you, or somebody just like just doesn't like vibe with your personality or connect with you like that, it's like nobody's really gonna say that. So I'm just like, I really like, I'll talk to people, I'll say what's up, but I really don't like, I really try to let like somebody like say, oh, come over here, listen, like right, like just give me a hug or talk to me more. And then I try to go based off of that, because it's just like, how do I know you talking to me because you want to talk to me versus you're just talking to me because I'm talking to you. So that's my thing. So that's, yeah, but me and her probably wasn't meant to have a friendship either way. So yeah, so basically like in and out, just day in, day out, being by myself, being by myself, being by myself. I hated it for a while, but then, especially like when it first started, I really didn't like it. But then I got used to it. Started going on psychedelics by myself, and this really was a time for me to find myself. And I haven't found myself, but I feel like it's really just it was a time for me to just be by myself, love on myself. I mean, and I'm not fully there. And to be honest, I don't know if we ever fully get there, really. But it was a time for me to love on myself and, be gentle with myself. Like, like if I made a mistake, tell myself it's okay. Tell myself it's tomorrow. Tell myself you don't gotta be perfect, but at least you're trying. At least you want to do better. And that's really what matters. So it's really just a time for me to be my own friend and just love myself, because at the end of the day, it's like people can't love you, or, well, not even that. It's just like when you love yourself, it's a powerful feeling. And I don't even know what I'm talking about, because I know I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to get there. And that's what matters. It don't matter if you're there or not. It just matters that you're trying to get there. But yeah, but now I hope it's not, but I work at a gym job now. And at first I wasn't really talking to nobody, but now I'm starting to notice, like, dang, I'm actually starting to meet people. Like, people are starting to talk to me, and I'm just like, dang, like, if this isolation season is over, it's just like, I'm gonna miss it. Like, just going to work every day, in and out. Because you just get so used to that lifestyle of being alone. And then another thing about, like, I'm not even trying to sound broke or cheap, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it on here. So, look, because I'm 19 years old. And y'all, like I told y'all, I really just had one 9-to-5 job, Chipotle, but I was working like crazy from like February to, I'd say, June. But other than that, I was like in 4 or 5 days. But I was able to save like 21,000 so far. And this isn't even the end of the year. You know what I mean? Just not really talking to nobody, not really be going out, because I didn't have no friends. So I had no reason to really go out. But it's just like with friends, it's like, well, I went to the movies occasionally, but I probably only went to the movies like 3 or 4 times out of the year. Like, y'all, I was really locked in. Like, I was really, like, from February to April, from February to like June, y'all, I was really going to work, if not every day, 6 days a week. Sometimes I was working like all day, every day, at least 3 times out of the week. Like, I was really going like hard. Like, I was going hard. So yeah, I was able to save a lot of money. So it's just like with friends, it's like that money, like, you going, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a curse and a blessing to everything, So it's just like you spending money going out. It's just like, damn, man. I'm gonna miss being alone. I'm gonna miss being alone, y'all. I swear. Not even the money part. It's just like, and one thing is, like, we can lose ourselves in other people. And y'all know this, man. Like, when you're around a bunch of friends, and you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're just not yourself, or sometimes you'll just say things. Like, you say things that you don't really feel, or you really not. Like, not like you lying, but you just, like, you trying to change yourself a little bit just to fit in with other people, especially if you just not like other people. And that's one of my biggest things. And I feel like that's why the universe kind of put me alone, so the universe can really, so I can really just look at myself. Because I remember, like, I don't know, like, I wouldn't say I ever lied about who I was, but I definitely have, like, instances and, like, scenarios, like, in the past where I didn't really say what I really felt. Like, I didn't really necessarily lie, but in a way, I didn't say what I really felt. Like, I remember it was this one instance, right? It was like this guy was asking me about tattoos, and me, granted, I have no tattoos. Here's my body's bare. Like, my body's bare. No tattoos anywhere. But yeah, I don't really have any tattoos. And this guy was like, he said something about tats, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll get a tat. Like, when I get tattoos, I'm gonna get a tattoo of like an unk or something like that. But truly, I don't know if I was like that age. I knew I probably would never really get any tattooed. So, just the little stuff. And, just gotta learn, like, you gotta, like, if somebody, like, you don't fit in with people, then, like, because it's just, like, at the end of the day, one thing I am starting to learn is, like, when you do stuff like that, people are liking the person you're pretending to be. You'll be liked, but you won't be loved. And I feel like 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I feel like this is probably why I don't have a lot, like, why the universe is slowly bringing me out of the isolation season or period, because I feel like I probably would low key do some of those things. I just do some of those things a little bit, but it's not good and it's not healthy. And I do gotta just say how I really feel, and if somebody like thinks it's weird or doesn't like it, or they don't really vibe with that, hey, that's just one less person that wasn't meant to be in my life. So that's one thing I'm really trying to learn. I'm really trying to embrace, but I'm going back to therapy. So, well, I'm not gonna say I'm fully going back to therapy, but I'm gonna try to book sessions with spiritual therapists, spiritual life people, so they can help me at least 2 sessions a month, so I can really just talk that through, figure out more about life. But yeah, see y'all.